Hey guys, welcome. This is the Clear English Corner, and I'm Keenyn, your personal American English pronunciation coach. In this lesson, we're going to talk about a tricky little letter that you might be mispronouncing. And that tricky little letter is X. By the end of this lesson, you'll know the most common pronunciations of X, and we'll practice pronouncing X in common words and sentences. So let's dive in. There's two common pronunciations of this letter, and both pronunciations are actually a combination of two different consonant sounds. So let's start first with the most common pronunciation of the letter X. Like I said, it's a combination of two different consonant sounds. So I'm going to say the sounds, and I want you to see if you can guess what they are. Okay, ready? The two sounds are the k, k and the s, the K sound and the S. The tendency for a lot of English learners is to pronounce the X just like an S, dropping that K sound. So explain becomes explain, and six becomes sis. So you want to be sure that you're pronouncing the consonant cluster here, or the two consonant sounds together, the k and s, ks. You'll hear this sound combination when you see the letter X at the end of words. So for example, six, six, six. Let's meet at six. Let's meet at six. She's already 6 years old. She's already 6 years old. We tried 6 times. We tried 6 times. And the word tax. Tax. It's tax season. It's tax season. Don't forget about sales tax. Don't forget about sales tax. He's a tax consultant. He's a tax consultant. Complex. Complex. It's not that complex. It's not that complex. He's a complex person. He's a complex person. You're making this way too complex. You're making this way too complex. You'll also hear it in words that begin with the EX prefix, like explain, explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Can you explain this to me? Can you explain this to me? It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. Extend, extend. Can we extend the deadline? Can we extend the deadline? They're planning to extend the walkway. They're planning to extend the walkway. I'm taking an extended vacation. I'm taking an extended vacation. Extra, extra. I need some extra time. I need some extra time. This is an extra bonus. This is an extra bonus. Do you have any extra? Do you have any extra? Exercise. Exercise. He exercises regularly. He exercises regularly. I need to get some exercise. I need to get some exercise. You should exercise caution here. You should exercise caution here. You'll also hear this sound within words like maximum, maximum, maximum. That's the maximum amount allowed. That's the maximum amount allowed. We've reached maximum capacity. We've reached maximum capacity. The maximum score is 100. The maximum score is 100. Flexible. Flexible. I can be flexible. I can be flexible. The schedule's flexible. The schedule's flexible. His work hours are flexible. His work hours are flexible. The second most common pronunciation of X is again a combination of two consonant sounds. So again, I'm going to say these two sounds and you see if you can guess what they are. Ready? Gz, gz, g, z. If you guessed the g, g, g and z sound, you're right. Gz. You're going to hear these two sounds a lot when you see the letter X in the prefix EX. So in words like example and exactly. So wait, how do you know if you should pronounce the X as x or gz when you see the EX prefix? Well, there's actually an answer here that's consistent. When the EX comes before a vowel sound that is the stressed or emphasized vowel within the word, you're going to use the gz, gz, or the voiced sounds combination, the G and Z, gz. Let me say that again. When the EX prefix comes before a vowel and it's the emphasized or stressed vowel within the word, you'll use the gz sound. So let's go back to the word exactly. Exactly. That EX prefix comes right before the A as in black sound. That is the emphasized sound within that word. Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. This is exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we needed. That's not exactly what I meant. That's not exactly what I meant. Example. Example. Again, that EX is coming right before the emphasized vowel sound, the A as in black. Example. Can you give me another example? Can you give me another example? You need to set an example. You need to set an example. That's an excellent example. That's an excellent example. Executive. Executive. So that EX is coming right before the E that's emphasized, the E as in red sound. Executive. He's an executive assistant. He's an executive assistant. This was an executive decision. This was an executive decision. The executive committee members all agree. The executive committee members all agree. Examine. Examine. Here our EX, again, coming right before an A as in black. That's the emphasized vowel sound in this word. Examine. It's time for your yearly examination. It's time for your yearly examination. Let's examine the data. Let's examine the data. You should have your eyes examined. You should have your eyes examined. And you'll hear the gz combination with N words like anxiety. Anxiety. Here our X is coming right before the I as in white vowel sound that's emphasized in this word. Anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety about it. I have a lot of anxiety about it. His anxiety increased as the day grew closer. His anxiety increased as the day grew closer. Exercise is great for reducing anxiety. Exercise is great for reducing anxiety. So there you have it. Now you know the secret to the most common pronunciations of the letter X. Come on over to the Clear English Corner website for a list of all the practice words and sentences that were used in this lesson. I'll leave a link for you in the video description. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and found it helpful. If you did, please be sure to like the video and share it with your friends. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.